You know, we're talking about moms being inspirations to us daughters, and you're about to meet a mother and daughter who are so amazingly strong. They are both living with AIDS. They're here to tell us about their battle. First, let's meet Mom, Tracy Gibson. Hi, Trace. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, this is quite an amazing story. We're going to meet your daughter, Alexis, in a little bit, but why don't you get us caught up on how you contracted AIDS and how you felt at that moment.
Okay, well, I was born in a town called Ringwood, New Jersey, and that's where I grew up. And I did the normal, typical things that teenagers do, partying at the beach and going here and going there. There were several boyfriends that I had, and so that I did have sexual contact with. And I never imagined that, God, I need to stop and use a condom. My era, it wasn't really like you had to use.
Because this was in the early 80s?
It was the early 80s,
right?
Yeah.
When at the time, people weren't as aware of the dangers of unprotected sex, right?
Right, right. And you know, you're in the heat of passion, you don't think, well, let me get out my condom.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened was I got married. I've been married for 6 years. And I had 2 children. And then I became like very, very ill, getting sick a lot.
In what way? What were you feeling?
I had an abnormal pap smear. I had thrush in the back of my throat. I felt very tired. I couldn't understand. I said, what is wrong with me?
And weren't you going to the doctor a lot?
I kept going to the doctor, the same doctor, over and over and over again. And it was him that referred my specialist now that I have. He said, I just don't know what's wrong with you, Tracy.
Because over a span of how many years were you going to a doctor, like almost every month, right?
Every month, about 7 or 8 years. My husband was like, God, your cough sounds terrible. You know, you need to go back to the doctor. It's like, yeah, I really think so.
And no one ever thought of doing a blood test on you?
No.
Right.
They said I didn't fit the part.
The part being a white married woman,
not homosexual, heterosexual woman.
Yeah, yeah. So they finally do this blood test, and you find out that you have not HIV, you're not carrying the virus, you have full-blown AIDS.
Right.
What does that do to you? What are you feeling inside?
Well, it was very devastating when I first found out. I just went completely numb. I didn't really know how to react. So what I did is I cloistered myself from civilization. I was like, how terrible, I have AIDS. This is the end for me.
Because you have a husband at home who is not infected.
No.
And your little boy,
he's not infected, no.
As well, but your little girl, Alexis.
Yes, she's infected. She's what they call HIV asymptomatic, where she's not showing any signs or symptoms. The doctors at UCLA feel that they can keep her disease under control by giving her all these antiviral drugs so it won't progress into AIDS.
Yeah.
At my point in time, when they came into the hospital and told me, not only do you have HIV, but it's already progressed to AIDS.
Right. You are so strong, and they're calling you the next Elizabeth Glaser as far as you trying to get the message out.
Yes.
You're so strong for your daughter. What was your mom like for you? Was she there for you as well?
Yes. At first, it was very devastating. She actually put her head down when she was in the room and heard the news, and she got all puffy and started crying, and she was very upset. But I have to help her, saying, it's okay, Mom. There's a time when we all have to go. Some will go sooner than others.
And you've talked to both your little girl and your little boy about how when you're close to God, you'll always be close to Mom. Isn't that what you told your little boy?
Yes, I did. I said, I wrote them in a journal. If the time comes where Mommy has to go to heaven, if you'll be closer to me, if you get close to God, you'll get closer to me. And I will always be with you in your hearts. And to refer to the videos and refer to each day I sit and I write my journal.
Do you?
Yes, every day.
And you want to leave that for them?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you know what? We're going to meet little Alexis. She is a doll. We're going to also talk about this wonderful book that so many celebrities gave part in pictures with lots of celebrities and children that have AIDS and they don't. Portraits of life. But first, let's meet Alexis, who is coming in with Uncle Mike. And Vinny.
Having fun with the dog.
Hi, sweetheart. You got to bring the puppy. Yay! You know, kids, they don't care about Mike and Maty. They just want the dog.
Oh, we've been having fun with the dog. She actually was petting him, and she fell asleep. Yeah. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll talk, huh?
You look lovely, sweetie. Okay.
Yeah, talk about how she got
We'll be
food
right
and
back.
makeup. A lot of fun. Be right back. Great. She wants you to pet her.
We are back with a very inspirational mother-daughter, Tracy Gibson, and her 4-year-old Alexis. They are both
Having fun with the tissue
Having
box.
fun.
Yeah.
having fun with the
box.
tissue,
I'll put this
and
back.
Would
we're
you
talking
give that back
about
to
living
him?
with the AIDS virus, and talking about this wonderful book. How did you get involved in this?
Well, I got a phone call from Hands on Care Foundation. He said, would you like to participate in the making of this book? And I said, well, what kind of book? Well, Portraits of Life with Love is a very different book. It's where celebrities have gone to the most sacred places in their heart and have revealed their most deepest thoughts and have
Right.
photographed with children, some living with AIDS, but mainly their family. And they just wrote some beautiful things. It's a very popular book now that's actually selling in all the stores.
And an incredible amount of celebrities came out to lend their hand here, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, everyone from Elizabeth Taylor to Muhammad Ali.
Excuse me. Did you hear what she's saying?
What's that?
She says, "Go get Vinny." She turns to me and she goes, "Just go get Vinny."
Go get Vinny.
Let me go get Vinny.
Forget you, babe. Get the dog.
Let me get Vinny. I'll get Vinny. You
So
get-
yeah,
you
like
stay right
Whoopi
there. I'll go get
Goldberg's in
Vinny.
it. We just saw her picture.
It's so cute.
Carol Burnett.
Bye-bye. We're not
we'll
interesting
get
here,
Vinny. Yeah.
Trace. You and me, forget it.
Here we go.
But a lot of great celebrities, and she, Alexis took a picture with Stephanie Powers.
Stephanie Powers, she wrote a beautiful quote, and she actually spent the whole day with her. Stephanie sent her this big balloon bouquet,
Sitting in the-
and remembers her birthday every year.
Okay.
She,
What
re-
did-
she remembers
Tell
her
me,
birthday.
tell me about Stephanie Powers. I heard she sent you a big gift. What did she send you?
A big balloon.
Big balloon. I heard it was bigger than you.
Bigger than you.
Way big. Yeah, yeah. How about? I heard you're really good friends with Magic Johnson. Is that right?
What did he give
Yeah.
you? What did he give you for Christmas?
So much that she can't remember.
Remember? Yes.
Well, she's got the dog now.
He just overwhelmed her
Yeah.
showered her with beautiful gifts.
Yeah.
was
So
very
it's
nice.
she's doing. I mean, she looks great. I mean, she's
Very healthy.
yeah.
She's asymptomatic.
Put her on
Which
the
means
couch.
what?
Asymptomatic means you carry the diagnosis, but you show no signs.
Right.
No symptoms or no signs.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. There's days where I have to battle, but all in all, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
It was so cute. We were backstage. She goes, "His nose is kind of wet." So we're wiping the nose.
Tracy Gibson, thank you so much, Alexis.
Alexis,
God
thanks.
bless both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
The song from
much.
Debbie Gibson when we come back.
Thank you.
We watch you all the time.
You do?